4 games left in the season. What are kind of the conversations like amongst the players in the locker room, just about what needs to be accomplished with this team and the best ways for you guys to kind of go about accomplishing that?
Just finish strong. Just finish for the seniors. Finish for yourself. Finish for the team. Finish for your family. And just make sure that when you're on the field that you're playing like a starter. So it's kind of the locker room talk right now.
Is there kind of a sense of increased urgency now because after you lose a game like you did against Washington State, and now you're 2 games back in the Pac-12 South? Like, does the energy change? Is there kind of a sense of more? Is it more urgent? Like, what's the mood like now?
The urgency's always been there. I mean, no one's ever like not believed in themselves that we can win, that we can dominate as a defense, as an offense. I don't think there's any change, honestly. I just think we just got to just focus up. That's honestly all it is.
How's the turnover been with, I mean, you were off the field for a little bit last game, and then Tyler was off the field for a little bit. How do you feel about the unit coming in behind y'all and continuing to put pressure on offenses?
They're just as good as us. I mean, there's really not much drop-off. I mean, TJ, Coop, BJ, Joe, Stanley, all of them, when they come in, they're just on fire. They're moving around, flying around just to get everyone a break so everyone's fresh, everyone's ready to go. So I don't think there's much of a difference.
Gotcha.
When you look at USC on film, what are some of the things that stand out about that offense?
Their running back's really good. O-line is really good as well. We have to make sure we're playing low, communicate, make sure we play the bone combos pretty well, and just making sure that we just, when tough times happen, we just fight back and just keep playing.
It's another team that's going to try and hammer you guys through the air again, kind of like what Washington State did. Is that what is that kind of the conversations with the defensive line in terms of being able to get pressure against a team like that?
Honestly, should we contend the quarterback, get pressure on him, make him move him off a spot, typical D-line things. Nothing much more than that, honestly.
When you kind of think about the remainder of the schedule, what stands out to you between USC and you guys got 2 trips, Pacific Northwest and the Territorial Cup?
Say that one time.
What are some of the things that stand out to you about the remainder of your schedule? And kind of what are your personal goals that you want to accomplish in that time?
Just be the best I can for this D-line, for this team. If I'm called to be a leader, if I'm called to be a role player, just do that to my best of my ability. That's the goals I have for myself.
How has Coach Rod helped you personally kind of get closer to being able to achieve those? And then how has he set the tone in terms of what you guys need to accomplish with the remainder of the schedule?
Just his intensity, just making sure we're coming out there with a purpose. Coach Rod has really honed in on our details with our pad level. I mean, sometimes we plan really high, so it kind of gives us not necessarily to move off the ball, but it makes it a lot harder to do our job at a higher level. So just making sure we're just technically sound and things will go a long way with him.
And how have AP and Herm kind of echoed that in terms of the energy? Maybe, could be physical, but also like the emotional energy that they kind of give off.
Just keep believing in yourself. Just bring the energy every day. Leave the tank empty. That's Coach AP always says. When you're out there, just do your best. Don't let anyone see you walking around slacking or feel like you're not being intentional with everything you do.